This is the new Giro Aerohead TT helmet. On its debut at the 2015 Tour de France, BMC Racing's Rowan Dennis wore it on the way to setting the fastest time trial in the history of the Tour de France. It's a very interesting new shape. The rear is quite a truncated point, which is the modern trend, allows for greater variation in rider position, doesn't punish you so badly if you drop your head and lift the tail from your back. But at the front we can see it's quite peaked. Giro say it's their fastest helmet ever, and the only helmet faster is the Techstream carbon fiber version, which is twice as much, 500 pounds. This one's 250. The Techstream version has no vents, saving a marginal amount of drag, for instance for prologue efforts such as that of Dennis. This version with the vents we found to be pretty airy for a TT helmet, and in size large this Aerohead weighs 503 grams. That's fairly substantial, but it feels lighter in use because the fit is so good. It uses Giro's Rocklock Air dial adjusted retention system, and the interior padding is very comfortable, so you don't notice that you're wearing half a kilo of helmet. Two other features we really like about the Aerohead. It uses the licensed Mips multi-directional impact protection system inside, which is a plastic cradle that fits over your head and is suspended on elastic to the main shell of the helmet. So really, that the helmet is able to move slightly on the Mips cradle using this elastic, so that in the event of an impact, less force is transferred to your head. So the first thing that happens is the helmet moves slightly on the Mips cradle instead of transferring that force directly to your head and your neck. Of course, the most obvious thing about the Aerohead is this radical wraparound visor. This is produced in collaboration with Zeiss optics. Carl Zeiss, one of the biggest names in lenses. As well as being curved for excellent optics, the wraparound lens also gives unprecedented peripheral vision, which we didn't really appreciate that we missed when we didn't have it in other TT helmets, and also offers a really clever two-way fitting system. It mounts with magnets, which are stronger than any we've encountered in other TT helmets, so the visor is extremely secure. And there are other magnets mounted in the shell, giving you the option to place the visor up there out of the way. That's not such a huge bonus for time trialing, where it's pretty much on or off, but it does make putting the helmet on and taking it off again very simple. And for triathlon use, of course, it's a real bonus. It means that as you exit T1, as you get on your bike, you'll have the visor mounted up on the helmet, get going out on the road, and you can reach up one-handed and put the visor in place. With 4 external vents and internal channels, the Aerohead is as well ventilated as pretty much any other TT helmet we've tried. However, one downside of the MIP system that we noticed in road testing is that bumps in the road can make the shell of the helmet move on the MIP system, particularly with a heavier helmet. We haven't noticed this so much with road helmets equipped with MIPs, but the Aerohead at 503 grams tends to move around a little bit. It's not going to slow you down, it's not going to kill you, but it can be a bit distracting. You always want a helmet to have a nice stable fit. Everyone's top concern with an aero helmet is speed. So we pitched it into a head-to-head battle against another helmet that we know to be very fast, the Met Drone Widebody. We used our regular method of testing for this, using a known 10-mile time trial course and riding the two helmets back to back on the same bike with the same clothing and crucially to the same power. With both runs at exactly 301 watts, the Met was 3 seconds faster than the Giro. Now, rather than that being a loss for the Giro, in our minds that puts this helmet up with the very, very best. It's also worth noting that I carried out this testing myself, and I have fairly wide square shoulders that I just can't tuck in very well on a TT bike. The Met helmet I know suits me better because it diverts the air over my shoulders. If you're a little narrower shouldered, or you're able to really roll your shoulders in when you're in your TT position, then we expect the Giro Aerohead would be even faster. Two other points in the Aerohead's favour. One, we think it looks badass, and two, you may have seen in the news recently that One Pro Cycling's Marcin Biela-Blocki smashed the British competition record for the 10-mile time trial with a completely insane time of 16 minutes and 35 seconds. And the helmet he was wearing was a Giro Aerohead. For more of the world's best bikes and product, check out Pro Cycling and 220 Triathlon magazines. You'll find links in the video description.